After Game 1's improbable victory by the Bulls over the Celtics, it was time for some redemption from the favored home team. And while they got much improved play from Ray Allen, they were locked in a dogfight till the bitter end, providing us with one of the more memorable back-and-forth duels we'd ever seen in the playoffs. But before we get to the thrilling ending of this one, let's break down how Ray Allen got back on track to the tune of 30 points, including 6 of 10 from the three-point line. First off, we got a Stephon Marbury sighting after Rajon Rondo went down with a mild leg injury and the Celtics attacked with an inside ball screen. This lures the double team, but credit the Bulls with spot-on rotations as Brad Miller gets Big Baby while Joakim Noah sprints back to cover for Miller and get Mikey Moore. Noah wisely ignores Moore to help stop the Marbury drive, and Rose does a decent job to keep up with Ray Allen as he drives into the middle. Pretty good contest, but Ray finally hits a shot and the Bulls have to be concerned. But Ray didn't really get going until the second half, where he lit the defense up for 28 points. We've got UConn on UConn as Ben Gordon tries to lock and chase Ray around two screens. Tyrese Thomas must step up to prevent the curl. When he just stands there, Allen gets all the way in front of Gordon, draws the contact, and still hits the shot. And you can tell Ray is feeling it. You can see why Rondo wouldn't like playing with Ray, considering how much dribbling in place he had to do while waiting for Allen to come off a pin down screen. We get flex action as Ray screens for Eddie House first before getting his own pin down from Big Baby. Joakim Noah defends this correctly by stepping up to prevent a hard curl. Good wood laid by Big Baby, meaning Gordon can only fly by with a hand up to no avail. This time, Allen comes off a double staggered, and it's a better shot for a righty when moving away from the hoop on the right side. The hip and shooting elbow are naturally aligned to the hoop. Noah again shows extra high to force Ray to catch it farther away from the hoop. There's the hop, quick release, and Gordon doesn't try to contest this as it drops into the net. Ray was one of the best at moving off the ball, also throwing shots into the chest of his defender to get an extra step, but I love how he starts to use the screen as a back screen, then stops and comes right back over the screen to get a wide open three ball. And if one UConn Husky can do it, another one can too, as Ben Gordon got into the act all game, laying waste to the Celtics defense to the tune of 42 points and nailing 6 threes of his own. In transition, he spots Eddie House in front of him and hits him with a lefty inside-out hesitation, then quick release off the one to uncork this runner into the net. And Gordon felt like he was back at Connecticut in off-season pickup games with Ray Allen guarding him one-on-one. A quick rip through to the right gets him a step, and a bigger left step cuts off the angle. Lots of contact, but no call as he throws this one in. They run the loop for Gordon, who comes around 3 screens to receive the ball with Ray 2 steps behind. Despite the good recovery into a tough contest, he still hits this 17-footer from straight on. Vinny Del Negro utilized the Iverson cut a lot to get Gordon's separation from his man, as he sprints across the free throw line extended and bigs at both elbows screening. Nice shot fake to get Ray out of there, but on the pull-up, he absorbs some contact and still hits the shot. Here's the same action in the third quarter, and the 2 screens kept Ray behind the play, and the way Gordon was feeling it, this is all the daylight he needs. This was going to be the same play, but when Gordon senses Ray losing his balance, he breaks right back where he started from for the open catch and shoot, cutting the lead to 1. But to get a sense of how truly hot he was, these next 2 clips are a good illustration as he brings it up off the break. Ray Allen can't take over from Big Baby in time, and it's another splash from downtown. Late in the game, Noah reminds Pierce he's not someone you can just isolate and score on, sending his shot from whence it came, and it allowed the Bulls to get on the break. Gordon lets out a YOLO here, and it increases the Bulls' lead to 5. Rajon Rondo had himself a triple-double, and it was Big Baby who benefited the most from his 16 dimes. The Bulls struggled to handle this pick and roll as both defenders gravitate towards Rondo, leaving Baby to pop out to 16 feet for the bucket. On the other side, they get the same action, and on this dropped coverage, the best move would have been John Salmon's rotating over to the shooter, but that leaves Paul Pierce on the weak side, so he stays home and Big Baby gets another shot. They get a double ball screen going for Rondo on the left wing. Baby pops out to the left side, and worried about the shot, Thomas goes for the fake, and there's the Big Baby rumbling to the hoop for the and one. On this play, Big Baby sets a ball screen for Ray Allen in the corner. When Salmons foolishly helps one pass away off of Rondo, it opens up the lane. Rose didn't hustle to get in position to stop this gorgeous bounce pass, and Big Baby does the rest to earn Rondo another assist. If you're wondering what the Celtics did to stop Derrick Rose from having a big game like he did in Game 1, it was related to the issue overall the Bulls had with giving up second chance points. While Rose did well to stay with Rondo throughout most of this possession, he loses track as Perkins gets blocked. But the ball not only finds Rondo right at the rim, Rose gets an early foul. And when Rondo attacks him again in semi-transition, Rose picks him up way too deep, but recovers to block his shot. However, it goes right to Perkins, catches Rose reaching in the cookie jar, and now he has to go sit on the bench, disrupting his rhythm. The second chance points doomed the Bulls, especially when they gave up this bucket after a missed free throw from Rondo, as Noah allows Perkins to push him under the hoop and finishes with the hook. The Bulls were just unlucky on some of these. I mean, Big Baby shoots an air ball from 15 feet. What are the odds of that? But Noah recovers beautifully to block the shot. The ball falls back into Perkins' hands, and it's the first bucket of the game. Brad Miller got manhandled by Perkins on this one, as the defense had to rotate over to support Gordon on the Ray drive. Brad Miller is there, but allows himself to get pushed out of the way. Now, let's go to the amazing finish, as it was a testament to the mano-a-mano style of great shot making. First, after the Celtics offense stalled out, Rondo found himself guarded by Noah on the left wing. With a stagnant floor and the clock winding down, he does a unique right-left pull-up with Noah contesting, and this thing swishes clean through the net from 22, giving the Celtics a narrow 1-point lead. It was Ben Gordon's turn, and after getting two screens across the court, he cold isolates against Ray Allen on an island, hitting him with a dribble jab step to the inside before stepping back from 20 feet to somehow not only get this shot off, but straight down through the net clean. Down one, the Celtics have a 2-for-1 opportunity. Rather than run Allen off something, Rondo is lured into the 18-footer when the defense sags. But in this scramble, this is the ultimate offensive rebound that doomed the Bulls, as it somehow finds Ray Allen all by himself on the left wing, and he ain't gonna miss that one, folks. The Bulls run that same Iverson cut for Gordon, and he faces a double team on the catch on the right wing. Rather than try and find an opening for a teammate, he goes 1-on-2, and this was what we call an impossible shot. Yet it goes right in, and the crowd is gasping in astonishment. And that sets up the final possession, where the Celtics wisely run the clock down before uncorking this beauty. Ray cuts off the flare screen, then turns right back around to use it as a pin down. Noah is a quarter step slow in recognizing the necessary switch, but look at this contest by a 7-footer, and yet it still goes in for the game winner. The Bulls ended up being out of timeouts, and there was a strange one that was charged to them after this loose ball back in the third that has me scratching my head. But the Celtics pulled it out, with no doubt a newfound respect for this upstart Bulls team that competed hard on both ends of the floor and gave the defending champs all they could handle. Stay tuned tomorrow for Game 3 as we continue to relive this insane and intense series all the way to its conclusion. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to B-Ball Breakdown, so you can get alerted right away when we drop a new video. This season will be filled with incredible content, so don't miss it. You in?